Hey, welcome. Today we're going to jump into this really cool method for songwriting that, it's not just about writing songs. It's also kind of a tool for figuring yourself out. It all starts with the words you use to talk about your own world.
I mean, that's the big question for any writer, right? How do you get all that complex, messy, beautiful stuff that's going on inside your head and get it out onto the page in a way that feels real and actually connects with somebody else?
And here's the problem. Straight from the course, finding yourself as a lyricist. We all do it. We fall back on these three basic words. But come on, human emotions are way more complicated than that. Sad, mad, happy. Those words just don't cut it. They can't capture the real picture, and that's what we're gonna fix. Okay, so what do you do about it? Well, according to the course instructor, Emo Maya, the secret isn't trying to feel something different. Nope. It's about learning to name your feelings with a whole lot more detail. It's all about building what she calls an emotional vocabulary. Think of it this way. Instead of just having red, yellow, and blue, you're building a giant box of crayons with every shade you can imagine. This list becomes your personal menu of feelings you can pull from. And here's the wild part. Getting super specific is what actually makes the song connect with more people. Sad is just a word, but melancholy or restless? Now that paints a picture. All right, so how do we actually do this? How do you build this vocabulary? Well, the course has this amazing and surprisingly simple exercise called the word cloud of feelings. Seriously, this could not be simpler. You just grab a piece of paper and write down every single emotion you remember feeling this week. But the real magic is in step 3. No filtering. Don't judge yourself. You're not trying to be poetic here. You're just being honest. Get it all down, the good, the bad, and the ugly. And here's what's so cool about this. It's like a 2-for-1 deal. On the songwriting side, you get this incredible menu of specific words that make your lyrics pop. But for your own mental health, you're doing something psychologists call name it to tame it. Just the act of putting a name to a feeling. Realizing you're not just mad, you're actually disappointed, can totally reduce its power over you. Okay, check this out. This is the instructor's actual list from the course. Look at the range here. You've got overwhelmed and frustrated, sure, but they're right there next to hopeful and grateful. And that's the key takeaway. You can feel heavy and hopeful in the exact same week. That's just being human, right? And that right there, that is the secret sauce for amazing lyrics. It's the tension between those feelings. Feeling heavy, but also feeling hopeful. Trying to be creative when you feel totally restless. Think about it. A song that's just one thing, just happy or just sad, can feel a little one note. But a song that captures that internal tug of war, that feels real. So the big question is, how do you go from this list of words, to an actual song? Let's trace the journey of the song they write in the class, called Learning to Breathe, and see how it all comes together. The course really lays it out for you step by step. You start with that word cloud in Module 1. Then you pick one core notion to be the anchor for your whole song. In this case, it was overwhelmed. And from that one word, you start building the whole thing, piece by piece. And boom, here it is in action. Remember that word heavy from the instructor's list? Well, look, in the first verse, it's not just a word on a page anymore. It's become this physical, powerful image. The weight sits heavy on my chest tonight, like clouds that won't let go of rain. Now that is something you can feel. It's not just an idea. So then the chorus, it basically becomes the main idea of the whole song. It takes this whole process we're talking about, finding words for what I hide, and puts it front and center. It's super meta, right? It's a song about the process of finding the words to write the song. Okay, so getting those first ideas down is huge, but that's just part 1. The next step is absolutely crucial. Polishing and refining everything until it sounds like you. This is where you really find your voice. And this example just perfectly illustrates the whole thing.
It's a tiny tweak, but it makes a world of difference. The first version, I can't name right, it feels a little clunky, like you're just forcing a rhyme. But changing it to I can't define, wow, that has weight. It's more poetic. It feels more true. It's in those tiny little choices that your unique voice really starts to shine through. So yeah, at the end of this, you've got a finished song, which is awesome. But the course makes it really clear that the song isn't the only prize here. Something way deeper is actually happening during the process. See, the whole process, it's like holding up a mirror to yourself. As you're writing the song is kind of writing you. It's this whole journey where you take these big, messy, overwhelming feelings and you give them a shape, you give them a form. And in doing that, you end up understanding yourself a whole lot better.
I mean, this reflection from the instructor just says it all. The act of creating something out of her feelings literally changed the feelings themselves. By turning those overwhelming emotions into art, they became less scary, less intimidating. So it's not about making the bad feelings go away. It's about changing how you see them, how you relate to them.
And that really brings us to the final question, the one for you. If a single word from a simple list can blossom into a whole song that creates this much understanding, you gotta wonder, what song, what story is just waiting inside of you to be named?